Namaste and Lakech Jayom Guru. Loving greetings to all of my dearly beloved brothers and sisters everywhere all around the world. Blessed we are to be able to be getting together again to join together in our energy traffic report. And, well, I say blessed we are because, well, we might be noticing that the energies are a little bit more intense these days. Right? Well, because we are passing through a very interesting part of this 260-day energy wave that we call the Zolkin. Right? We are in what I refer to as the first Galactic. Right? Deca means 10, and this is the first 10 galactic activation portal days in a row. Right, which means the energy is going to be intense for 10 days, right? Right, we know that on these galactic activation portal days, the energy is magnified. So if our life is in balance and everything's working great, and we're really on our sadhana, and we really are in tune with these energies, well, these are going to be 10 really wonderful days, right? Because that balance and that harmony is going to be magnified. On the other hand, if our life's out of balance, if things are not working, we're kind of wondering what's going on, and everything seems like not really so great. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but to be honest, it's going to be a few tough days. The next 10 days, these 10 days are going to be tough, right? Seemingly tough, but it's to help us. Right? It's to point out where the imbalances are within us so that we can focus in on those imbalances in the sacred mystic column that's coming up after these 10 galactic activation portal days, and we can fix that problem. Right? That's what it's for. Not to torture us or punish us or anything like that. And that's why we say it's a good thing. Right? Because it's showing us how to help ourselves be better. Right? So, if it's being tough, if you're having challenges in this, first Galactic, well, you can get a hold of me and we can talk about it. And we can see what we can do to work on it in that sacred mystic column that's coming up. After a 5-day break, after we go through these 10 galactic activation portal days, this first Galactic, then we're going to get a 5-day break because you're going to need it. And then we're going to go through the sacred mystic column. That's 20 days of open energy to be able to fix what's wrong in our lives, right? If we can know how to do it and focus on it in those 20 days. So that after that, 20 days, we get another 5-day break. A lot of us are going to need it, okay, after those 20 days, because it's pretty intense going through that center column in this Zolkin cycle, right? And then, so after that 5-day break, there'll be what we call the second Galactic, right? 10 more galactic activation portal days. So we want to be ready for this. Right? And so we're in tuning, right, with this energy each day together like this. So let's grab our galactic calendar. Let's find out what the energies are for today. Today we see that, well, we're still in this 7th resonant moon of attunement. And we're in this last week. We're getting down here to the end, right? We got only a couple days left. And we see, of course, yes, it is a galactic activation portal day. And our tone and frequency, we see that we have the 4th tone, 4 dots here. This is can, the self-existing tone of form, can, right? And the self-existing tone of form today is coming together with LAMAT, right? These energies are conjoining today. And so we would say it's the yellow star, LAMAT. So we say yellow self-existing star, right? Because it's with the self-existing tone of form. So, well, now that we know the tone and the frequency for today, let us turn into the back of our calendar where we see that these tones and frequencies are described for us, each one, so that we can know what we're blending together, right? We have to know the tone and the frequency. What are those qualities? Those qualities blended together give us our galactic signature for today. So first, let's look at these energies individually, separately, one by one, the tone and the frequency. We like to look at the tone first. That's can. The self-existing tone of form. It's on page 6 in the back of our calendar. For those who have the calendar and following along with us, I highly recommend it. So, well, it's the self-existing tone of form. So form is one of the key words. Measure and define are the other two key words. Define, measure, and form. For this self-existing tone of form. That's what it kind of is, right? Lets us know what it's going to be like. What this tone is about. And our quote to help us get the understanding of this energy, this tone, the first part of our galactic signature, is from the Mayan factor. It is only through the operation of measure as wholeness and order that any manifestation can occur as a coherent organism. Measure, the form-giving principle of energy, is represented by this tone, can. 4 directions, 4 seasons, 4 elements, 4 limbs, 4 chambers of the human heart, 4 sides of the tetrahedron. 4, or we could say, energetically speaking, can, delivers structure into the 3rd dimension. Can offers double stability. It provides a uniform foundation which nature's order builds upon. Tone can represents the essential role of definition in shaping our lives. When supported with accurate information, clarity is formed, and direction is revealed. Without verified facts, life may become clouded or disordinate. Plans are weakened when based on speculation or heresy, right? In other words, guessing or just untruth. Therefore, tone can, the self-existing tone of form, prompts us to ask some questions like what, where, when, why, and how. This tone of form prompts us to define specifics, to access the solution, to unravel the design, and to determine the parameters. Tone for the self-existing tone of form can encourages us to measure possible scenarios and to scheme and dream the structures that we seek. The wisdom of tone can assist our development by observing that when recipes for creation are recorded, others can then replicate and build upon our evolution, our discernment, and our formations. Let us remember that our everyday definitions construct our everyday perceptions, which ultimately shapes our world, right? Everything around us in this world. By functioning as an open system, we are capable of restructuring our perspective in order to transform our reality. Right? If we change our perspective, if we change the way we see things, then everything out there that we see will change. It is the law of the universe. And that is the fourth tone, the self-existing tone of form, can. And so now we want to turn a couple pages. We have to now see the other part of our galactic signature, LAMAT, yellow star LAMAT. And we see that yellow star LAMAT is on page 10, has 3 key words to help us understand what this yellow star is all about. Beautifies elegance and art. Beautifies elegance and art. And our quote, may we develop our awareness of the countless beautiful things in everyday life, because every phase of beauty contributes to the expansion of spirit and upliftment and understanding. Yellow star is an agent of harmony. Yellow star LAMAT is the keeper of the octave, a way shower, a star seed, a messenger declaring art as our Creator's omnipresent gift to us. Art is how we greet the day, how we respond and interact to the elements in our lives. As a dimension of being and acting, art assists our lives. How? By putting beauty in our lives, making our lives beautiful. Art exists as a universal opportunity for creativity, innovation, and expansion, each of us adding to the blank canvas of the moment of now. Art bears the language of the soul, transparently revealing our divine essence. Art, like the realm of beauty, is naturally occurring, enhanced with intention. It is unlimited in its appearance and manifestations. It transcends definitions and is measurable by feelings and the insights that it provokes. In essence, art, beauty, and elegance are vibrational emanations produced by beneficial combinations emerging from mindful synthesis. Yellow star LAMAT delights in the beauty of your expression. Explore your creative tendencies. Allow the artistic nature to inspire your artistic sight and sense. Wield the resonance of the star and light and up and raise your outer world from within. Allow grace and harmony to guide your path. Nothing you do is outside of the art of your life, right? Our lives should be beautiful, right? Is your life beautiful? Is your life a grand work of art? It can be. It should be. That's what we're here for. And our quote to wrap up this energy of yellow star LAMAT, the second part of our galactic signature today. Well, when we contemplate life through the eyes of purity, everywhere we look, we see beauty. Right? Everywhere we look, there's nothing but beauty, because when you see things for what they really are, for the truth that they really are, and you see the truth that's there, then that's beautiful. Because truth is beauty and beauty is truth. So that's the tone and the frequency for today. Right? Now that we've read about Can, self-existing tone of measure, read about LAMAT, that yellow star, sparkling, shining, and glowing, the star seeds that we are. Well, let's open our workbooks then to page 108, where we're blending these two energies together, and we're finding what is this galactic signature for today, and we're going to harmonize with that energy, right? Look for it everywhere in the day. Watch how everybody's doing it, whether they know it or not. So we see that we're at Kin 108, 108 days in on this, 260 days Zolkin energy wave, right? We call it yellow self-existing star. Yellow star LAMAT today is conjoining with Can, the self-existing tone of form, on this galactic activation portal day. So today we say Can LAMAT HUNAB Ku. Can LAMAT HUNAB Ku. And so, after the electric tone of service comes the self-existing tone of form. Yellow self-existing star, Can LAMAT HUNAB Ku, guides and teaches us to harmonize with the ongoing masterpiece of creation, mindfully easing our way into its elegant flow through focusing on the simple beauty found all around us in order to bring form into existence. All form follows vibration, and all vibration follows form. And since all forms are essentially self-existing, when we allow ourselves to willingly surrender to the natural intelligence of the forms that we are manifesting without manipulation and control, then those forms are birthed successfully and gracefully. Right? We want our life to go smoothly, right? We call that going gracefully. Yellow self-existing star, Can LAMAT HUNAB Ku, invites us to be art through shining and sparkling and glowing. Yellow self-existing star, Can LAMAT HUNAB Ku, reminds us that how we define and think about things determines how they will form. Our thoughts and definitions that what we think, right, how you define it, creates vibrational energetic thought forms, intelligent energetic wave forms that vibrate out into the ether and manifest into the dream of this reality. Utilizing our powers of definition, discernment, and measure allows us to bring forms into existence. The cauldron of creation is inviting us to become self-sustaining, self-maintaining, and self-existing. In other words, whole within one's self. The cauldron of creation is directing us to contemplate how our existence is taking shape by asking ourselves a series of questions. right? Might want to sit down, right? I'm not asking you these questions. These are questions we want to consider. These are what maybe we call it rhetorical questions, right? Let us consider today. Are we using our inherent abilities of discernment and paying attention to details in order to receive the unlimited wisdom of our own form? Are we acknowledging the endless, naturally occurring abundance that always exists all around us and claiming our powers of intuition? How are we choreographing our experience of this dream of existence? We should question, while guided by authenticity, clarity, and wholeness. Through this discernment, let us strengthen the foundational structure of who and what we really are as we enjoy the unfolding of the mystery of natural order. Right? That is Can LAMAT HUNAB Ku, the yellow self-existing tone of form. And so, well, now that we know what this signature is today, now comes that part where we get to color and draw together. We want to draw LAMAT to get really intimately acquainted and connected with this energy for today, right? We only want to pay attention to LAMAT today. Don't think about the other ones. Focus on LAMAT today, because that's the energy today. And so, right, we want to draw it, right? We draw the square and we partition off like this, making what appears to be a star shape in the center here. And we put these 4 dots. And we color it yellow because today is yellow star LAMAT, right? Next to it, we're going to draw these 4 dots. This is Can. We are in that red wave spell, that initiating wave spell. In case anybody noticed, made a mistake yesterday, didn't I? Yesterday I said it was a yellow wave spell. It's possible, right? We all make mistakes every now and then, but we want to, I caught my mistake later when I looked at it. I'm like, that didn't feel right, for one. And then when I examined it, I found that no, it wasn't red. It wasn't yellow. It wasn't flowering. It was initiating. It didn't feel like flowering. It felt like initiating. And so we are coloring these 4 dots red because we're in that initiating kind of energy. Red East initiates. So for the tone, it's for 13 days, it's going to be red. So now that we've done our drawing and coloring, let us fill in all these blanks here at the bottom of our workbook page and do our affirmation together. Well, we want to fill in that first blank, the kin number. Well, we said 108, right, earlier? And that's because we're 108 days in on this 260-day Zolkin energy cycle. No surprise that day 108 would be a galactic activation portal day, and even in this 10 galactic activation portal days, right? This Galactic here that we're going through right now. Definitely an important energy, right? We know about 108, right? Right? Our malas, right, have 108 beads for a very specific reason. So, well, next blank, we're not going to get into all that right now. That's for in the evenings when we get together and talk about Kriya Yoga. But for now, we're working on the energy for today. So, well, let's see here. We're going to fill in the next blank. And that is the galactic signature in English, right? How do we say the galactic signature in English? We want to write it in so that it gets in here easily without sitting up late night studying. And, well, we read it up here, yellow self-existing star, right? Yellow self-existing star. We just write it in. The next blank is how we're going to say this galactic signature's name in the Mayan way of speaking. And we say the tone first, so that's can. Then we say the solar frequency part, that's LAMAT. And then we say HUNAB Ku because it's a galactic activation portal day. Can, LAMAT, HUNAB Ku. And we're just copying it from the top of the workbook right here into the bottom so that we're using our hand to write it in. That puts it in our mind. Next, color and direction. And that is yellow south, right? It's the yellow star LAMAT today. So, and we know that yellow is associated with the south, meaning that the energies are flowing from the south today, right? If you don't know that, then you might get caught off guard. And so what are these energies about from the south, these yellow energies? Well, it's about flowering, right? It's about blooming and blossoming, coming to fruition, right? Coming to completion, so to speak, if we will, right? So we want to write that in underneath there. Ripens, flowers, brings to fruition, something like that. As long as we get the idea of flowering and blooming. So next we have these three circles here at the bottom of our page. We see the first one is the lunar phase, and so, we want to stay in tune with the moon. We color in that circle about how the moon looks. Been blessed to be able to see the moon for the past couple of nights here, and, we're getting down to a sliver here. The moon is what we call waning, right? It's getting darker and darker, less light, right? So that's waning. And so we want to write the word waning right over top of that circle. This way we know we're heading towards the new moon, right? We're not heading towards the full moon, right? Are you going this way or that way, right? You want to stay orientated with the moon for your life to go smoothly. So next is this circle here. It says Galactic Activation Portal Day. It sure is, right? And we might want to indicate, we see that this is our third Galactic Activation Portal Day in what I've started calling our Deca Galactic, right? Our first Deca Galactic here. So we want to color this in or draw something in this circle. Maybe just make a check. We do have to, want to realize that this is a Galactic Activation Portal Day. Next circle says Pocavoton Clear Day, not today. So we can pass right on to that, by that, and move right on to our affirmation for today, our unique energy affirmation, where we are going to be utilizing the three key words from the tone and the frequency. Can we remember what they are? Define, measure, and form for the self-existing tone of form. Beautify, art, and elegance for that LAMAT, that star, that elegant star. So, I will, and also it is a Galactic Activation Portal Day today. Let us not forget to add that special line there in our affirmation about how we are the Galactic Activation Portal, and ask that source to enter us, because source doesn't enter uninvited, right? Source is not busting in the doors saying you gotta. No, source is patiently waiting for us to open the door and let source in. Right? It's always knocking, but we have to let it in. And how do you let it in? You just say, come on in, I'm open, get in here. Same you would do to your friend when they knock on the door. Come on in, open the door and let them in. So I'll read through this one time, then we'll do it together 3 times. Today I define in order to beautify measuring art. I seal the store of elegance with the self-existing tone of form. And today I am guided by the power of flowering. And I am the Galactic Activation Portal. O my great and wondrous Creator, source, energy, enter me. So, now that we know what it is, let's do it together 3 times. Today I define, in order to beautify measuring art. I seal the store of elegance with the self-existing tone of form. And today I am guided by the power of flowering. And I am the galactic activation portal. Oh, my great and wondrous creator source energy, enter me. Today I define in order to beautify measuring art. I seal the store of elegance with the self-existing tone of form. Today I am guided by the power of flowering. And I am the galactic activation portal. Oh, my great and wondrous creator source energy, enter me. Today I define in order to beautify measuring art. I seal the store of elegance with the self-existing tone of form. I am guided by the power of flowering. And I am the galactic activation portal. Oh, my great and wondrous creator source energy, enter me. Namaste and Lakach. Jayom Guru. There we have it. Another energy traffic check complete. We're just about ready to get on out there and take on this day. I certainly hope that we're starting our day this way. This is the way to start our day in the right way, right? Is what I always say, right? Because we're getting in tune and, finding out what is this energy like, right? We always recommend that you do first things first, God first. Seek the kingdom of God first, right? Our Guru's given us a sadhana, right, that we use to connect with Source. We do that first. Then we check the energy of the day, right? So that we can have a wonderful day. And we like to wrap up with a little bit of wisdom from our Guru, from his spiritual diary, to help us a little bit more. Well, we're looking at February 5th, and Guru's talking to us about inner renunciation, right? Letting go of the attachment to things, right? Well, Guru says here, at heart, renounce everything. And realize that you are just playing a part in the intrinsic cosmic movie. A part that sooner or later must be over. You will then forget it as a dream. Our environment produces the delusion in us of the seeming importance of our present roles and our present tests. Rise above that tempting temporal consciousness. So realize God within, that God becomes the only influence in your life. Great advice from our Guru to help us live a better, happier, harmonious life. Thank you, my brothers and sisters, for joining in with me. God bless us all. Namaste and Lakach. Jayom Guru. We'll see you next time. Bye now. I love you all. Get a hold of me if you want.